Welcome to Driving for Dollars Mastery, the best, fastest, and easiest way to find and turn wholesale properties for huge profits. We'll provide you with the tried and true strategies that are guaranteed to help you build your own business by recognizing distressed properties, all from the comfort of your own vehicle. So buckle up and let's get ready to ride with your host, Zack Boothe.
You're basically flipping the house without having to spend money, without having to do any remodeling. You're just finding the opportunity and pushing it on to an investor. So it's very simple, right? The process is simple. The concept is simple.
Concept is simple for sure.
But you said there's some parts to the business that take some work and a little bit more understanding. Mm-hmm. So let's dive into some of those things. What are some of the big takeaways, like the big learning things that you've had over the last 12 months of doing this now?
Gosh, there's a whole lot of it.
What do you think the number one thing is that people overlook or need help with? Let's just dive that one thing and let's give some actionable, valuable information here.
Well, would it be more like physical in the business or more like mindset? Because I think that if you don't have the right mindset, that you're not really going to get as far as you could.
This is your show. Whatever you think was the biggest thing that was required for you to change in yourself, for you to have success, let's talk about that, right?
Sure. Okay. So when I knew about wholesaling, I was listening to a whole bunch of people from different channels, different methods, and I was trying a little bit of everything. But this is the one thing is persistence. And I have a big check on my wall for my very first deal. And I've edited it a little bit to from where the signature panel is, it's big fancy calligraphy. It says persistence. Persistence will always pay off. I remember probably.
How big is that check?
Oh, it's 3 feet long.
Can the YouTube audience at least see it here? Look at that check, guys. That is a $28,223.66 check. Wow.
Yeah. So
that's fun, man.
I remember when I was coming to the coaching group coaching, and you said it. I was looking pretty stressed. It's like, I'm spending money on marketing and banging my head.
I remember you were stressed. I remember that distinctly. As like, Thomas, it's like, don't lose your stuff, man. Yeah. You got to stay focused. It works.
and that's what everybody says. It doesn't matter if it's you or if it's, it's what other wholesale guru out there is like, be persistent, keep it up, be consistent. It doesn't matter what you're doing unless you keep doing it. You're not going to get the results. It's just like going to the gym or your diet. It's like you're not going to get results in that first week. You may get lucky and you may drop a pound, but if your goal is 20 pounds, you got to keep moving.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely the biggest thing because I was scared, but I knew that your system worked because I seen Scott Dellinger here in my market tell me that it works. He made it work, and I seen other students of yours make it work, and so I was just kind of have faith and kept moving. And guess what? A couple weeks later, bam, got my first deal, and now it's up on the wall thanks to being persistent.
I love it. So I remember when I first started, I didn't know what to focus on. And I think a lot of the times people, when they're first starting, they don't know. They know they need to be persistent, but it's like going to the gym and you've never lifted a weight in your life, and you're afraid to end up on those fail videos of like gym fails, where you're like Spider-Man hanging on the gym equipment, right? You don't want to look like an idiot. You don't want to hurt yourself. And I think a lot of the times people getting into real estate investing, the same thing. They don't want to jump in and hurt themselves and look like a fool.
Right.
And so I completely understand that. And I remember my beginning of my journey, even when I had a mentor, I got a mentor that gave me all these different ways to find deals. You know, he had me doing bandit signs and online ads, and I spent all this money and I never even got a lead.
Yeah.
Not a deal, but not a lead. I never got a seller. So I spent tens of thousands of dollars on marketing.
Yeah.
And it was very painful. What are some of the things that you were doing and staying persistent that made you successful? So our listeners will know what to be persistent on.
Yeah.
So what have you done to find these deals?
So because I am working a full-time job, you know, when I'm there, I'm there. And trying to talk on the phone isn't really a viable option because I'm the only person there. Somebody comes into the store or actually calls in, I'm on call. I have to be on. And so I had to do direct mail. So your system teaches you how to go out in the streets and actually find the properties that would be suitable for this type of business.
Wait, direct mail doesn't work.
No, direct mail is a great channel.
Love it. So you're using direct mail. So people don't know what direct mail is. You're getting a list of potential sellers and you're sending a postcard that basically says we want to buy your house, right?
Yep.
Easy peasy. What list? Like who are you sending these postcards to?
So I'm not purchasing a list per se. I'm not going to a list broker like ListSource or anything like that and getting absentees. I'm creating my own list by driving through the neighborhoods of very targeted areas and putting my eyes on the property that I know needs work and could use a tasteful remodel.